Football isn't just a game, it's a religion for millions. But what happens when this beautiful sport turns into a nightmare? From tragic stampedes to unimaginable chaos, today we uncover the deadliest football matches in history. Hey there, football fanatics! Welcome back to Full of Football, the channel where we explore the highs, lows, and untold stories of the sport we all adore. Today's episode is a sobering one. Football matches that ended in unspeakable tragedy. These aren't just games, they're moments that changed history. We'll explore 8 of the most heartbreaking disasters, including jaw-dropping facts, little-known trivia, and even some rumors and controversies. And don't worry, we'll sprinkle in some thought-provoking questions for you to debate in the comments. So, if you're ready for a roller coaster of emotions, make sure you've subscribed, hit that like button, and let's dive right in. Number 1. The Estadio Nacional Disaster, Lima, Peru, 1964. Let's kick things off with the deadliest tragedy in football history. It's May 24, 1964, and Peru is battling Argentina in an Olympic qualifying match. The stadium is packed with 53,000 fans, all desperate to see their home team secure victory. But then it happens. A controversial referee decision disallows a Peruvian goal. The crowd erupts in anger. Police fire tear gas into the stands, triggering a stampede. Over 300 fans lose their lives, with over 500 injured. Did you know, this event is often called the blackest day in football? What makes it even more tragic is that most of the fatalities occurred near locked exits. Poor planning that cost hundreds of lives. Question for you, should referees be held accountable for triggering such chaos? Or does the blame lie solely with poor crowd control? Let us know in the comments. Number 2. The Hillsborough Disaster, Sheffield, England, 1989. Next up, the disaster that shook England to its core. It's the FA Cup semi-final, Liverpool versus Nottingham Forest. Fans are pumped and the stadium is packed, too packed. A fatal decision to let more fans into an already overcrowded section leads to chaos. Fans are crushed against barriers, unable to move or breathe. The result? 97 lives lost. It's heartbreaking to think that most of these victims were just there to cheer for their team. Trivia. Did you know that the Hillsborough disaster changed football forever? It led to the introduction of all-seater stadiums and strict safety regulations in the UK, a silver lining to an otherwise devastating event. And here's a chilling rumor. Some survivors claim they heard eerie silence in the middle of the chaos, as if the crowd collectively realized the horror unfolding. Number 3. The Heysel Stadium Disaster, Brussels, Belgium, 1985. The European Cup final between Liverpool and Juventus should have been a celebration of football. Instead, it became a tragedy. Tensions between the two sets of fans escalated and violence broke out. When Juventus fans fled, a retaining wall collapsed, killing 39 people and injuring over 600. What's controversial is UEFA's decision to let the match continue despite the chaos. Juventus won the game, but at what cost? Fun fact. This disaster led to English clubs being banned from European competitions for 5 years. Imagine how that shaped the football landscape of the late 80s. Would you have canceled the game or played on? Comment below with your thoughts. Number 4. The Accra Sports Stadium Disaster, Ghana, 2001. In Ghana, a rivalry between Hearts of Oak and Asante Kotoko turned deadly when police fired tear gas to disperse angry fans. A stampede followed, leaving 126 people dead. Did you know? Many of the victims were trapped because the stadium's gates were locked. A hauntingly familiar detail in football tragedies. Here's a trivia twist. This disaster prompted Ghana to overhaul its stadium safety protocols. But the scars remain, especially for the families who lost loved ones. Number 5. The Luzhniki Disaster, Moscow, Russia, 1982. This one is a hidden chapter in football's dark history. During a UEFA Cup match between Spartak Moscow and HFC Harlem, a stampede occurred at the stadium's exit. The official death toll is 66, but some say it's over 300. Why the mystery? Soviet authorities reportedly covered up the true scale of the tragedy. It wasn't until years later that survivors started sharing their stories. Trivia. This disaster is often overshadowed by others, but it's a stark reminder of how political regimes can hide even the darkest truths. Number 6. The Kathmandu Disaster, Nepal, 1988. A hailstorm of all things led to one of the most unique football disasters. During a local match in Kathmandu, fans tried to escape the sudden downpour. Locked gates trapped them inside, leading to a stampede that killed 93 people. Fun fact, This is one of the few football tragedies caused by natural forces rather than human error or violence. A freak accident, but no less devastating. Number 7. The Koralebu Stadium Disaster, Indonesia, 2022. This recent tragedy sent shockwaves through the football world. During a match between Arema FC and Persebaya Surabaya, police fired tear gas at pitch-invading fans. The result? A deadly stampede that killed over 130 people. Did you know? FIFA explicitly bans tear gas in stadiums, yet it's still used in many parts of the world. Question for you. Should FIFA enforce stricter punishments for countries that violate these rules? Tell us your thoughts in the comments. Number 8. The Port Said Stadium Riot, Egypt, 2012. Finally, we have the infamous Port Said Riot. A match between Al Masry and Al Ahly ended in chaos when fans stormed the pitch. Over 70 people were killed and hundreds were injured. What's controversial is the alleged political undertone of this disaster. Many believe it wasn't just about football. It was about suppressing dissent during a time of political turmoil in Egypt. Trivia. This event led to a 2-year suspension of the Egyptian Premier League. Imagine the impact on players, clubs, and fans. And there you have it, the 8 deadliest football disasters in history. From Peru to Russia, Ghana to Indonesia, these stories remind us that football isn't just a game. It's a mirror of society with all its flaws and triumphs. Which story shocked you the most? Or do you know of a lesser-known tragedy we should cover next? Share your thoughts in the comments. Before you go, make sure you subscribe to Full of Football for more deep dives into the world's most beloved sport. Hit that like button, share this video, and let's spread the message. Football is for everyone, but safety must always come first. Until next time, stay passionate, stay informed, and keep the spirit of football alive.